Have you ever wondered why officers leave their parked squad cars running when unattended? Most people don't think of it as such, but an officer's vehicle is not just a mode of transportation, but a mobile office. And patrol officers spend much of their shift inside of it. Let's go over to Officer Aaron White as he talks to Chief Jeff Long about the evolution of the squad car and the role it plays in an officer's work.
Thanks, Brian. We're out in Edina today along Edina Avenue to talk to Chief of Police Jeff Long. Jeff, thanks for being on the show.
Thanks for having me.
You know, you're writing a blog now. How's the world of blogging treating you?
Well, this is a new experience for me, but what it does is it gives me an opportunity to put some things out there that people don't normally think about and answer a lot of questions that people will have and may be afraid to ask.
Well, a recent blog entry interested me. I thought it would be a good thing to talk about on the show, and that is about these squad cars. It's unseasonably warm summer. In fact, it's not exactly cool standing here today.
No.
And one of the complaints, let's be honest, it's often in the form of a complaint, is people see these squad cars out in the community with the engines running, idling out at a call or in front of a building, no officer to be found. In your blog, you kind of address that, and what an opportunity to punctuate that on a hot 90-degree day.
Yeah, this is a topic that's been going on for quite some time, and with the unseasonably hot weather, I think people are noticing the squad cars running more, and so I've been fielding a lot of calls, and I thought it'd be a great opportunity to tell people why we're doing it, and it's not just a squad car anymore, and I think that's the first thing that I always try to tell people, is it's not the old Squad 54 that we just have a little red light to turn on. These are actually mobile offices now with a lot of technology and a lot of battery-powered equipment that we need,
Sure.
life-saving equipment.
Sure, medical emergency, we don't want to turn the key and find out the battery is dead, the radio, the computers, and there is a lot of technology. We've had the cameras in the squads a little bit on this show in the past. It really is a lot going on in there.
It's kind of a domino effect, because with all the technology, we have to power the technology. And so we do have specialized batteries, and in our parking garage, we plug the squads in so they don't have to run all the time. But if we turn off the cars, there's still going to be a draw. Even when you turn off the equipment, there's still a small power draw that can kill the car batteries.
And I think hopefully that helps some people better understand it. We can maybe put it to rest a little bit. We're not trying to kill the environment here, but rather we want to make sure we're able to do our jobs.
Right. What I tell people is we're no good if we can't get there.
Sure.
If you call and your loved one's having a heart attack and we can't get there, or we get there in the middle of winter and our squad's been off and the defibrillator battery's dead,
Right.
we can't use the defibrillator. But I think it's one of the most important things to remember is it's not a waste if it's going to good use. Frequently, office buildings are left air conditioned and heated every day because that's where people work. And this is where our officers work for 12 hours a day. And it's important to keep the equipment that they need, life-saving and others, up and running.
You mentioned in your blog that years back when you were on the street doing the patrol work, you had your own incident where you missed a few days of work. Tell us about that.
Yeah. What happened was it was a day similar to today. It was in the mid-90s, and in the early 90s, our squad cars weren't as high-tech as they are now. The air conditionings didn't run as well.
Sure.
And so if you'd leave your car run, it would get really warm. So we'd turn the cars off and turn them on and try to stay cool. And I was observing a stolen car for about a half hour to 45 minutes, and my body temperature started to elevate, and I could feel that I was perspiring because we wear bullet-resistant vests.
Sure.
So I got into a high-speed vehicle pursuit. I ended up pursuing the person on foot for about a half to 3/4 of a mile. We ended up getting into a wrestling match, and my body just quit cooling itself. I began to feel nauseated and dizzy, and we ended up calling an ambulance, and I ended up getting hospitalized overnight.
You know, as police officers, it's tough to do your job if you're in a hospital getting treated for heat exhaustion.
Right,
So.
and we don't want officers showing up on calls where they can't do their job because it's too hot. I mean, imagine if you called an officer that's already overheating and he needs to do CPR or he needs to chase somebody that just broke into your house.
Yep.
They're not going to be able to do it.
Well, thanks for helping clarify that issue a little bit today. And you can be found, as you said, on the City of Edina's website with your new blog. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you.
That's Chief of Police Jeff Long, and we'll return to you, Brian.
Thank you, Aaron.